Welcome to the Will Is Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your humble host, Danny D. And we're going to discuss some things tonight. We're just going to jump right into it. Okay. The Super Bowl halftime performance by the great Kendrick Lamar. Wow. I thought it was spectacular. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great message. I thought it was wonderful art on display from a very rooted, the most deeply rooted culture in America, the oldest culture in North America today. We have a lot of quote unquote racial groups in this country. That's what makes us so great, the diversity, we say. Sure, no problem. But that was I took that one personally. I took that one to heart. I thought it was amazing. I saw no wrongs whatsoever. I saw pure entertainment. Um, Maybe because I was able to connect to it from a place that I felt I was proud, just proud to see the wonderful performance on display. Now, you had a lot of good characterization, a lot of poignant uh, issues that were addressed. I mean, it was quite entertaining for me. So, speaking from I guess a personal perspective, you know. But when it comes to a journey, the pressing of a wheel, forward motivation, looking forward. Well, the only way we can look forward sometimes is we have to look at the past. We have to remember our stories that are very personal to us that can identify. I mean, it's like, oh, that's what I'm trying to say. Dang, that was beautiful. Yeah. Oh man, that's forward moving. That's forward motion. That's not even looking back. That's not trying to, you know, start anything. It's just really just trying to pivot. It's focused. You know, I loved it. I thought it was spectacular. Very motivational. Very, yeah, yeah. The wheel was on display for my eyes. So beautiful moment. Anyway, moving forward, discussing a few points. Say with me. Okay, that's a perspective. Okay, it just wasn't your taste of music. Uh, I mean, every point that you want to make from a personal point or how you felt, they're all valid if because they're opinions. We all have them. So, you know, moving forward, I heard a lot of hate. Not my taste. I wanted to be entertained. Fine, not your form of entertainment. Sure, but respect the art. That's what it was about. This man is extremely accomplished. Know the history of him. Know who he is, his struggles, triumphs, because we have our own. So it's our goal is to identify, to acknowledge, to appreciate, to respect, to understand. They say we're all in a struggle. Sure, no argument there. We're all in this together. There's an argument. You can't expect a person or a people to be at your disposal. There was more controversy. That was, they say Snoop performed for Donald Trump and Nelly and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Again, perspective, right? I would not have done that, but I don't. That's not my place to say for an entertainer. I respect what entertainers do, and they own themselves. However you want to see it, your perspective did not change what Nelly or Snoop did. They don't care. They're rich. I'm saying they don't. They don't care. They rich. They richer than them. They don't have to care. They don't. Your opinion is yours. Let's say it. You know, they forge in their own path. They may see something you don't see. They may identify with something that you may not yet even comprehend, to be quite honest with you folks. So think about this. Let's go into it. Comprehension, perception, the way you feel about said subject. So level with me. Back to Kendrick Lamar, an extremely accomplished. It's funny how people have all these opinions, and then when you see an artist with that vibrato, that will to do, that he owned, took charge of, took accountability for, he wasn't apologetic, it was orchestrated. So with opinions, he basically told you in the show, I don't care if you like the show. I'm on my platform with my name and my likeness in front of the world, live, and I'm showing you I have the power on my name to do what I want to do, how I want to do with it. I don't need your opinion. Your name isn't on the marquee. It ain't. It's just not. Your name ain't on the marquee. His is the amount of respect that name Kendrick Lamar has to even headline the Super Bowl, mind you. The headline. He's the headliner. He was the whole show. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was poignant. I thought it was necessary. I thought it was accurate. I thought it was timely, timeless. Uh, I thought I had so many great uh, respects and perspectives to view that situation from, but it would never be predicated on anything negative. because I took it to heart, something that I can identify with. Why is it so strange for people nowadays? It's a me first mentality. So when you see your me first selfish mentality on display because you want to be entertained, but there are a multitude of forms of entertainment. Edutainment is what I saw on the Super Bowl halftime show. That was beautiful black art, unapologetic. I guess that's the problem. We are not just that apologetic anymore. We like being who we are. We don't like being tethered to no other kinds of people when they blatantly display who they are unapologetically. So, as an indigenous American, I don't know. I truly don't understand the problem. I don't. Me defending myself, educating myself, um, bettering myself, finding the will is within myself. That should not be problematic for no one, no person, no group of people. That's why when you're talking tribes or clans, they have titles. And what the world does know about the indigenous American, like myself, we were subscribed titles for hundreds of years. Do your research. You know what I'm talking about. If you're tuning into this podcast, I've shown you some books. You know, I want to see. I want feedback. I want you to comment. I want to let you know. I want you to let me know how you feel. It's very important to establish authenticity. It's very important to know who you are. It's very important to stand on who you are, even if you are the only one. Because when you have your roots, when you can trace your ancestry back to past the 1500s, we're going to have a show about, and I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to show you from Ancestry.com specifically uh, who I am. From one comes two. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. We're talking ancestors, people that you have stored in you. I just ran off about a good 10 generations. I can go back 20 generations. I can trace my ancestral lineage back to the specifics. We're not going to get into all that. I'm going to show you. We're going to save that for another show. And I promise you, I'll do it. No problem. No skin off my back. But the pride that I feel for who I am and what I know about me, I hope that transcends. I did 8 years in the United States Marine Corps successfully. Honorable discharge. I'm a combat veteran. I got out 2006. I was an account manager for a security company. About 10 months. Then I had to go back into IT because that's what I knew. That's, I spent almost 10 years as a consultant. Went on to become a network manager. Now I'm back to engineering, and it's a wonderful thing. It's rewarding because you have to be sharp. You have to be poignant. You have to do your research. You have to learn things. And also you have to implement best practices. Best practices is what you would call learning things from trial and tribulation, taking notes, knowing where you faltered so that you can correct. It's called a corrective course of action. You can do that yourself, with yourself. The skill sets that we have that we go to school for. I got a degree. Yeah. I got all that, but I can put action behind everything I do, because when you are in an industry or anything you do, anything you're trying to do, you have to show improvement. Why don't you take that advice and put it within yourself and apply that to every aspect of your life? Those are characteristics. You got multiple characteristics within you. We are fathers, husbands, sons, friends, confidants, mentors, teachers, doctors, lawyers. We have different labels and titles, and we have to build up character to have the proper characteristics to convey, display, walk, and act in. We have to do these things real time every day. So we have to understand where we pull our energies from. What are our motivations? Walk with me. What motivates us? What drives us? What are your fundamental roots? What are your values? Are you pulling from a place of negativity, positivity, optimism, pessimistic? Do you know your path forward? Do you know what a path is? Do you know how to choose a path of virtue or a path of vices? Coping mechanisms, distilled growth. No path forward. But see, what Mr. Kendrick Lamar did, he displayed a positive light, a path forward that was undeniable. Because what you got to understand is our ancestors, they died. We're still in a predicament of vulnerability due to not enough of us showing enough awareness. The curiosity of knowledge of self. Some people living so good that look like us and other people. Us, Americans, all shades. Okay? They live so good they don't want to let that go. But your fundamentals do show your foundation is what's glaring right now. What are you built on? Are you solid? Why does it take so much energy to want to destroy and hate other people? Show destructive. Moral ethics, moral fiber. The elements that are seen to be an unattractive association. I don't know how we got there, but integrity, honor, discipline, truth, knowing your story, your mystery. Mr. Kendrick Lamar was extremely pivotal, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was a masterclass, masterpiece on display. A culture, American culture. I don't know what make people deny our greatness. It comes with a lot of envy, a lot of spite, not enough understanding. We have a dynamic history. That's why I show you specific books. As a matter of fact, I put so many posts. I put so many of them on my posts today. You check this out right here. If you go, while you're listening to this, if you go on Facebook post, go on my post, go on the Will This post, and look at, I put about 70 books out there today. Y'all see, I haven't even touched them on that bookshelf right there, and that's a plethora. And some of them, yes, I have. I don't want to fib you up, but yeah, I've posted a few. But we have so much more to do. We got so much more to learn. We have so far to travel, and it depends on how much you want to learn, and how much you want to put into understanding your true will, and not the will that you want to dictate. Everything is a process. Renewing you, reprocessing, regenerating, revitalizing, reintroducing, reprogramming, renewal. We have to do these things daily because we are a complete cycle within a cycle, all by ourselves. No bullshit. If you program your mind to have negative pull points, if you have negative pull points, and that's what motivates you, fine. I ain't got no argument about how you get out of, you get up out of bed. But if you I can identify with that. I can identify with a person saying, "Hey, I'm gonna take a grab at it today at another approach. I want to win today." You know, I can identify with that. But tearing people down to identify a strength in yourself is not a strength. That's an insecurity. That's a failed point in your psychology. All right, check it out. I hope you enjoyed the show. I was I just wanted to give you some different perspectives. I hope I helped with that. I hope I did. If you like the show, like it, subscribe, share. Also, I would like to. I want to hear your comments. So please leave me some comments, good or bad, whatever. Keep it on the. I can't tell you how to keep that. Y'all do what y'all do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. The Wheel is Podcast Super Bowl halftime show. Once again, remember, the wheel is yours. That's right.